Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. So, some of you that followed me know that I tried to enter clan Patox one time and failed pretty miserably. But on a less depressing note, their statue looks amazing, which is why today I'm going to recreate that exact statue using a 3D pen. We're gonna be recreating the base, which looks to be a cylinder. Now, I didn't exactly get a 3D version of the statue to see, but I'm just going off what I have, and that is the 2D image, so not much. So let's go and use things to try and get it right. Alright, let's try to recreate the base. Now we're gonna have to pick it up and make a cylinder out of it before it freezes up on us, which is gonna be a tad more difficult with part of it being pretty dang hot and the other not really. And as you can see, we pretty much managed. Alright, so after a bit of bending, we got it into an almost perfect cylinder. So now it's time to make this tiny circle, which is what we're gonna do right now. Now this is wood, so I can just erase it if necessary. But right now, we're just gonna try and trace it all the way around. And yeah, we more or less got a rough draft of what we need to do. So let's do it. And now it's time to put the cylinder on top, hopefully just in time before it all cools down. And push it out with a pencil just a bit. And voila. Now to just fill that little empty corner right there. There you go. Now that we got this part, we're gonna have to remake this in order to put the statue on top of it. And we're gonna do that by first filling up the base with the extra plastic, because for those of you that don't use a 3D pen, when you do, some of the plastic still leaks out even after you stop pressing it out, so it creates a lot of extra plastic. And well, since I don't really want it to go to waste, we're gonna use that extra plastic, which I have a ton of, in order to fill up the base and not use up more usable plastic. So I'm gonna do that by filling it up with a bunch of my old creations leftovers. And there we go. We gotta fill it up. Now, time to make the little cone on top. Now it's time for the hardest part, and that is this drawing. Whew. So let's get started. We got this part, so now we just have to slowly slow it down a lot. Trace this wing, which is quite hard when it's not sticking to the surface like I wish it would. Then we're gonna flatten it out and try to just shape it just right. We got one part down. Time to get the second part. Just like that. And we're gonna put just another layer of it just in case to smoothen out a bit more. So that is 2 wings down. Now we are gonna repeat that on the other side. And hopefully this thing stops pouring the extra plastic. And let's start right here. And now for the second wing. There we go. Oops. There we go. And it actually looks pretty smooth on the other side as well. Not exactly even, but not exactly that bad. As far as I know, the entire statue isn't perfectly even either, so time to make the bigger parts, and I'm gonna try to even this out just a bit. And let's just get started right here. Now it is time for the second half as well. And just smooth it out. And there we go. Now it is time for these and the head, and then the top part, which is gonna be actually pretty hard to attach, considering the fact that it is floating, but I have an idea for that. So now just fill this part up just a bit, just enough. And to flip it over just to make it a bit easier for me to make this part. There. I may have made it a bit too big, but alright. Now the second part. And now for the head, which is gonna be the hardest part. Oof, oof, oof. Bend this, just bend it a tiny more bit. There we go. Now the head looks absolutely horrible, so I'm just gonna... Actually... Kinda looks like the beak and the head, but... Yeah, actually I think this... I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to melt this beak just a tiny more bit. And after a bit of bending, this is the final result, and I probably should have mirrored it. So now we just have to stick that on there. For that, I'm just gonna put a tiny blob right here. And bend that right on. Wait for it to cool down a bit. Peel off this excess. And that actually looks not bad. But as we can all see, I am not yet finished. You know, on second thought, this piece just fallen off because the plastic was way too thin. And this is the end result. It is not perfect, but it is something. There are still some loose threads here and there, but all in all, for a statue that I've never seen in my life in front of me on 3D, I think this looks pretty good. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe to Clan Patox, and congratulations on hitting 30 subs. Also, we just hit 35 subs. So, it's great. Thank you everyone. And peace.